for joining our special live coverage of South Korea's 33rd cabinet meeting of the year. I'm Kim Dami in Seoul. In a moment, President Yoon Suk-yeol will be presiding over today's meeting and deliver his remarks. Now, the cabinet meeting is where the South Korean leader addresses ongoing critical domestic affairs and international events. And in the recent months, he's briefed the public on his overseas trips, including the ones he's made to Central Asian countries back in June. On the agenda, today's meeting could also include South Korea's winning bid for a nuclear power plant project in the Czech Republic. Now, to remind you, earlier this month, the Czech government picked Korea Hydro and Nuclear Power as its preferred bidder to build 2 nuclear reactors. The project is worth over $18 billion. And the deal is especially significant for South Korea as it's the first overseas order for a large-scale nuclear power project since 2009. It's widely believed President Yoon will make a trip to the Czech Republic in September. Also on the agenda at today's meeting could be South Korea's 2024 tax revision bill introduced last week. Now, as we enter the second half of the year, and to address structural risks like the country's notoriously low birth rate, one new addition to the tax code reflects the government's goal to really increase support for newlyweds as well as parents, especially working parents. And President Yoon is expected to order related ministries to swiftly carry out necessary measures to realize the newest tax revision bill. And it's officially summer vacation season here in the country. The monsoon season is nearing the end, which means people will take the time to go on summer holidays. President Yoon may address and order related officials to take extra cautions to make sure that people do spend their vacations in a safe manner. And again, we are still waiting for South Korea's 33rd cabinet meeting to begin. That is the 33rd edition of the year. And at the meeting today, President Yoon may address, as he has done in the past years, will address the domestic and international affairs. It looks like the meeting is about to begin. We'll come back after he delivers his remarks.
국무회의를 시작하겠습니다.
Let us begin the cabinet meeting.
올림픽에 출전한
The national team of Korea participating in the Paris Olympic Games is reporting victories every day.
정훈영, 남수현, 임시현
won 10th consecutive Olympic gold medal in the women's archery. And following that, last night, in the men's archery event, 김우진, 이유석, 김재덕 achieved 3rd consecutive gold medal. This is a great achievement that fully demonstrates the image of a powerhouse in archery, which is said that best in Korea is the best in the world. In shooting events, teen sensation occurred following the gold medal of 19-year-old Oh Ye-jin. 17-year-old high school student Pan Hyo-jin won the 100th gold medal in the history of our Olympic Games. Fencing athlete Oh Sang-uk overcame injuries and a slump to become the first Asian athlete to achieve a fencing Grand Slam. Kim Woo-min, the swimmer, shooter Park Ha-jin, Kim Ji-hyun, Kim Ye-ji, and judo player Heo Mi-mi also performed brilliantly and stood on the medal podium. And we have so many other national team athletes with shining 태극 mark on their chests and really working hard in their events. In just 3 days of the competition, we already achieved our initial goal of 5 gold medals and running towards a higher goal. The sweat and effort of our athletes are further raising the status of the Republic of Korea. The people of Korea are also cheering all these athletes overnight, trying to give them more strength. I'd like to express my gratitude to 143 national team players, the coaches, and everyone who's working hard on the ground to help the players. I hope that all our players achieve good results without any injury, and I will also cheer on Team Korea with everything I could. On July 17th, there was another good news in terms of good Team Korea delivered from Czech Republic. The Republic of Korea was finally selected as the preferred bidder for the Czech nuclear power plant construction project. This is a great bridge that has been established to enter the global nuclear power market worth 1 trillion won. I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to all the people in the sector and nuclear power industry workers who came on board as Team Korea, and to all the Korean citizens who have supported us. I hope that we do our best in the remaining negotiations so that we can have the final contract. We had to put a lot of effort into overcoming the decline in trust due to nuclear phase-out policy. It is urgent to establish an institutional foundation so that our nuclear power industry can grow without being affected by the change of government. Special Act on Supporting Nuclear Power Industry enactment and more promoting more strongly of the restoration of the nuclear power ecosystem should be the path that we should take as we go forward. Last week, I spoke with Prime Minister of Czech Republic, Fiala, on the phone and agreed to expand the strategic cooperation between the two countries. To this end, Special Presidential Envoy to Czech Republic will be dispatched to open a ministerial-level hotline and establish a government working-level consultative body. And as soon as possible, I will visit the Czech Republic to discuss in detail the successful nuclear power plant projects. I hope that relevant ministries will work hard to discover cooperation projects with Czech Republic, encompassing not only economy and diplomacy, but also other areas like education. We have expanded the playing field for our companies of Korea to run and to operate freely through our sales diplomacy and created an environment in which companies can invest through regulatory reform. We also worked hard to reform the tax system to increase economic vitality, such as lowering the corporate tax rate. And as a result, the economy is gaining vitality in a noticeable manner. Last year, our per capita national income surpassed Japan's for the first time, and the export gap between Korea and Japan in the first half of this year recorded the lowest ever at $3.5 billion. And there are some predictions that export could surpass that of Japan. This is a result of showing the highest export growth among our competitors based on our main industries of semiconductors and automobiles. Such brisk export activities should be further revived, and the warmth should be evenly passed to the domestic market. The 2024 tax law amendment that was announced last week focused on increasing the dynamism of our economy, and it has an importance of supporting stability of people's livelihoods. Jobs will increase the economy, and this will be warmer only when corporate investment increases. The capital market of Republic of Korea is closely connected to 14 million individual investors and their families. The capital market should be properly assessed and evaluated And only then citizens who have invested in companies will be able to enjoy more profits. The field of mutual growth, where companies and citizens can grow together, will expand, and the ladder of opportunity will increase. And also, we will abolish the financial and investment income tax to protect individual investors and introduce tax incentives that encourage active shareholder returns, including dividends. We will adjust the inheritance tax rate and exemption range of it that has been maintained over the 25 years without any changes to reflect the current situation. It will be adjusted and significantly expand the child deduction amount from existing 50 million to 500 million won. Corporate sustainability is essential for employment stability and job creation. And for corporate sustainability, we must reform the outdated tax system. The government and the National Assembly are on the same page to support the dynamic growth of the economy of Korea. And I hope that this will be meticulously and thoroughly prepared so that the path for the people's livelihood and the economy can be properly discussed. Today, at this cabinet meeting, the bill for establishment of National Artificial Intelligence Committee will be submitted. AI is a core technology in the digital era, and the competition among countries around the world to secure the hegemony is becoming fiercer, and the competition in AI technology has become an all-out national battlefield that will determine the digital hegemony. The newly established National AI Commission will become the focal point where we muster our strengths nationwide. The preparation should be thorough so that the public and private sectors can discuss future strategies for these three major AI powers. To become one of the three major AI powers. In addition, Strategic Command Ordinance will be discussed at today's meeting. The Strategic Command is a joint unit that integrates and operates the most advanced military capabilities of our military to deter and respond to North Korea's nuclear and weapons of mass destruction attacks. It is scheduled to be established in the latter half of this year. The Strategic Command is being established and it will play a key role in protecting our people from North Korea's provocations. And I hope that today's approval of Strategic Command Ordinance will be an opportunity to push forward the establishment of this unit more swiftly. The summer vacation season has begun in earnest this week. I hope it is a valuable time to take some break and rest from busy daily lives and recharge, and a good opportunity to revitalize the local economy. Each region across the country is making full preparations to welcome many visitors. Many municipal governments are preparing various events that will allow visitors to experience a variety of things and charms of their regions. The 34 cities and counties across the country will issue digital tourist resident cards to provide discounts in various areas such as accommodation, shopping, and sightseeing. Local self-employed business owners are also waiting for visitors with reasonable prices. The members of the cabinet meeting should make more efforts to revitalize the local economy and encourage the public officials to take the lead in this regard. I will pay more attention to revitalizing the regions and domestic demand. Thank you.
이후 의안 심의는 비공개로 진행.
That was our live coverage of South Korea's 33rd cabinet meeting of the year. We'll bring you more details in our upcoming newscast at noon Korea time. Until then, goodbye.